one of the most talked about movies this award season is Darren Aronofsky's Black Swan, the ballet thriller starring Natalie Portman. And one of the things that people are responding to about the movie is its look, its aesthetic. I am here in beautiful downtown LA to pay a visit to Kate and Laura Mulleavy. They are sisters and the designers of the fashion collection Rodarte. They're known for their high concept, intricately crafted clothing, and they are also the designers who created all of the ballet looks for Black Swan.
Laura and Kate Mulleavy, who designed Rodarte, are so incredible, and their work right now is very balletic also.
Natalie was good friends with them and recommended them, and I met the sisters and felt like it would be really great to get a cutting-edge designer to come and help us, with the ballet design.
Why were you interested in working on this movie? I mean, you're the toast of the fashion world. Why did you want to move into movie making?
We use films all the time to communicate when we're working. We'll say, oh, it's like the color red in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the way light reflects when they're in the van. Like, we have these references.
You guys are real horror buffs. This movie really matched your aesthetic.
We both went to Berkeley. When we finished school, we came back. Like, for a year, we were like, we're going to see every horror film that we can rent or watch.
Oh, this is my favorite.
I mean, we had done a collection that was based off of horror films and ballet.
The language that they needed with visuals was something that is natural for us to create. The Swan Lake Ballet is the basis for the way the film looks. The white swan, we used white Angora, broken Angora over it with silk tulle covering.
You made all of these by hand?
Yeah, these are all made by hand. Rothbart. This is all wool in a raw state that's kind of pulled, and we put it over the netting.
We kept thinking about mechanical animals. So when we were developing the Black Swan crown and the headpiece for Rothbart, it was all about, telling the story of a broken mechanical raven.
Please believe me.
The hardest thing in the world to do is scare somebody. To create a successful horror film, you can't just rely on visuals or on, on the score or on the actors. You're really relying on a magic combination. We used a lot of net, a lot of different types of feathers. My favorite was this one, just like kind of a spike at the bottom, but then really matte towards the top. This is the Black Swan costume. It's all the tulle. Wow. And we chose to shade them.
But no one would see this.
I could see it just a little. Yeah. Every part of something has to be perfect or you haven't done your job. I never really responded to the idea of a crown or tiara, so you
guys are not very princessy.
No, but when I was like, okay, well, what can we do that's so cool? What would be powerful? And we were like, well, we have to have metal. It's made up of burnt copper and just different thorns and crystals.
And then Natalie, this is a dress that her character Nina wears.
It's tiny.
Yeah.
This is my favorite piece.
This one's tutus within, the world of ballet. I mean, they're couture objects that are, the history of making them is so fascinating, and it's incredibly detailed and such a rarefied art form.
You can't just go find a tutu to look at.
And the other thing is that the dancers really need to be able to move. So the costumes were all fully functioning for the film. But interestingly enough, like the ballet dancers that worked on the film all said to us afterwards, how can we get these for like real life?
For our real practice.
Can I try them on?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
There's a way of getting it on right. So it's like that.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can get this on right.
I feel very powerful.
Yeah.
I do feel like I could lift off a little bit.